What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today's video, as you guys may or may not be able to tell, I'm starting this one off pretty early in the morning, and the reason for that is because I got a lot of work to do to that Mustang right there. So today's the day that I'm finally going to get the Mustang all prepped for paint, you guys, and hopefully I can get it prepped and start painting it today, but that just depends on how long it takes for our Bondo to dry and how many coats of it I'm going to have to do. So the car's not going to get painted here, so I'm not going to be taking everything off of it just yet. I'm just going to be doing most of the prep work here in the driveway. So like the front grille, the headlights, the front bumper, the mirrors, the door handles, the rear spoiler, and the rear taillights, all that stuff is going to stay on the car until we take it to the shop where I'm going to be painting it at. But for right now, I'm going to be taking off those hood pins because that's one of the areas where I need to do some body work to. Put a little bit of Bondo on there and smooth it all out. I got a spot right here on the hood. As you guys already know, I got that spot there on the lower door and right here on the rear quarter and part of the door itself. And then over here on the other side of the car is the only other two spots. Well, there's a couple more than just two, but I don't know if you guys can catch it on camera. Right there on the rear quarter here, there's a spot. There's a couple spots. There's one here and there's a few more down the way there that I need to smooth out just a little bit. And then right here on the door itself, we got a little ding. There you go. You guys can make that out right there. Got a ding right there we got to take care of. But other than that, the car will be pretty much ready to go after we scuff everything down, get rid of that shiny clear coat. So there's nothing to do but just get after it. Like I said, I'm going to focus on these spots that need the Bondo first, and then we can scuff the rest of the car down after that, because the Bondo is going to take a little while to dry, and I know it's probably going to take more than one coat. Well, this is probably the biggest eyesore on the car, so I guess we'll start right here. I'm just going to take my 80 grit and try to see if I can't get this paint down to that Bondo. I might have to switch over to 60, but ooh, it's actually going to take it down pretty quick. I don't think the Bondo is too thick right here, but it's definitely got some kind of Bondo work. Check it out, guys. Everything that needs to be bondoed or body filled, whatever you want to call it, it's all prepped up, ready to go. I just got the car all cleaned and sprayed off. So now I'm just going to let it dry so I can put that body filler on those spots. But I think while it's drying, I can go ahead and just start scuffing the whole car up with my red scuff pad. Get that nice shiny clear coat off of there, get it to that dull finish, and then we can get ready to put some Bondo on and paint this bad boy. Well guys, from sun up to sundown, it's been one long day and the Mustang is still not ready for paint. so far what I got done here is I've got my second coat of seal coat. I've been calling it Bondo this whole time, but I've actually been using seal coat. Got my second coat of seal coat on everything that needs it. Probably going to let it sit overnight and sand it in the morning, see if it needs another one or not. But then as for now, I also have the hood is completely scuffed up, ready for paint. This whole side of the car is completely scuffed up except for the side skirt there. Still got to get the front bumper scuffed up. Got to get the roof. We got to get this whole side of the passenger, or the whole side of the car here, the passenger side here still has to be completely scuffed up. And then the trunk lid still has to be scuffed up as well, and the back bumper. But as most of you have probably assumed in past videos, this bumper is what I believe to be spray painted. I don't know who did it, but I'm pretty sure it's spray painted, and most of you that know anything about paint watching this know that I'm gonna have to remove every bit of that black spray paint before I can even paint the bumper. I'll have to primer it at that point as well, so that's gonna be a little bit of a process all in itself. But yeah guys, it's been one long day. I'm gonna wrap it up for the night and we'll get back at it tomorrow. All right guys, so it's the next day here. As you guys can see, I got my cold snap towel on. For those of you that don't know what this is, first off, this ain't a paid promotion. Anyway, it's exactly what it says it is. It's a cold snap towel. You get it soaking wet, you wring it out, you snap it, and then it stays cold like it's coming out of the fridge. It's freaking awesome. It helps out a lot on these hot days, and especially since yesterday I forgot to put some sunscreen on. My neck got super sunburnt. But anyway, I went ahead and sanded down the second round of seal coat there, so it's all nice and smooth. I think now all we need to do is get it all masked off and start putting down some primer on these spots. And then once that's done, I get it all wet sanded, of course. After that, I might have to do 2 coats of primer, I'm not sure yet. But then I still gotta do the front bumper here and this side of the car, and then we'll be ready to paint it. But unfortunately, due to some certain events going on in life right now, I mean nothing crazy, I'm just gonna be out of town enjoying life a little bit, so this car is probably gonna sit like this for a couple more weeks, and then we'll be ready to paint it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get all this masked off and get some primer done, because I had to go ahead and sand the metal again already because it's already started trying to do the surface rust on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing masked off and prime it out really fast, otherwise it will rust. We definitely don't want that to happen. Alright, there we have it guys. Everything's in primer, ready to be wet sanded whenever it dries up or cures out, whatever you want to call it. I know it makes the car look super funky, especially the way I taped everything off. Kind of gives it a weird pattern in certain spots, but once I wet sand everything, get it ready for paint, it'll look alright. I mean, it's gonna look how it looks until it's painted. It ain't gonna look very good at all, really. But I'm super excited that we're finally at this point. Now I just need to finish scuffing the rest of the car up, get these spots wet sanded, and we'll be ready to paint, guys. I know I keep saying that, but man, I can't wait. So that's just about gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. Even though the car's not 100% ready for paint yet, the things that I have left to do to it are basically the same thing as what you guys have seen thus far in the video. But before I let you guys go, I want to hit you guys with a little idea that I got going on. I need some feedback from you guys. You have to excuse the messy garage. I got too many projects going on at once. But I'm thinking about including other videos of projects that I got going on because the channel is Bradz Builds. So I feel like I can show you guys more than just the car build. Like this thing right here, it's the back half of the garage, the extended part. What I'm doing is turning it into a pantry for the house. But that's the kind of stuff I'm thinking about adding into the channel. The builds that I do on the house and other kinds of projects around here. So if you guys like that, let me know in the comments down below. But like I said, that's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's content, smash that like button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. And just like that, we'll catch you guys in the next one.